So, very quickly, just before to move on this topic, we were talking about here. We were, talking about this one, right? But before to this um, specific, uh, um, you know, exercise, we were like see first what's going on here. So we have our solution here. It is like remember that it was like giving us some error, right? So as you see here, we have our name of tenants in apartment is jumped, right? So we have this one, right? And says person, right? And apartment, and we says something like this, right? And says that we have to, for auctions values, we have to create another um, way to specify. So we are going to remove it, that line, just to make sure that it's correct, right? And Peters, right, could be like this. And apartment, we're going to create here some apartments like this, and we put these values like this, and says value 2, and this is a2. Yes, Peter, and says Peter here instead of 2. Says Peter, and says Peter, right? Yeah, that's the point here. Remember that, yeah, that we also they initialize this value, right? And says like this, right? Yeah, here's the point that we need just to the initialize it, and says please, because remember that the other value is still using. I don't know if you know if you see that point. Remember that we were talking about jump, right? So when we convert to nil, so it means that we are like let me comment this, and says John is nil, so we remove these references. But remember that it's still using on here in B2, in B1. We still using, and why it is still using it, we need, of course, if we, for example, we remove John references, right? But so when we run it, remember that we still using the references. It cannot be removed while it is using here. I don't know if you got the idea. That's a specific the point that while these references exist, cannot be the initialized, right? So after we remove these references, in this moment we start to remove it. So it's so important to keep like focus on it, right? When to remove and release memory, right? And we can do also the same here. We can see here like this, right? And says Peter, remove it, and also those two was removed. So that's the way as it work. We were later continue here talking about this specific. Yeah, I also want to talk. Let's see if we have more topic here before to continue. Okay, yeah, we already finished the topic, but I would like to um, talk about something that we call weak and own it. Remember that we have a strong references, and we know this because while was John existing, we cannot remove those value. You know, after we remove here this instance, it means that it was a strong relationship between John and A1, right? And we need to pay attention to this, right? So we have also some keywords that it called weak. Weak means, right? We can put here like this, weak. And we says here that weak, it is how can I says, we can say that the relationship between them, between the apartment and the person are weak. So it doesn't matter if you still use it, if you still using it, remove it, because their relation is strong. But but in Swift doesn't exist that keyword should be a keyword called strong, but implicitly, um, but implicitly, apartment has a strong relationship, right? No explicitly we have weak and no owner, right? So and that's the references, and don't confuse. We have a strong relationship here, you know we have weak relationship uh, here, but on owner is more focused for concurrence, right? And it is no, I mean, on owner is more focused for um on owner is more focused, or it is something the same as weak, right? But you don't need, it is so similar, but it is like I don't remember very well, just let's see let's see if I can um mhm, weak and homeowner, yeah. Yeah, the both are, uh-huh, yeah, are so similar both, but we have on it. Okay, but it's okay, just to make sure. But um okay, on it, it is so similar to weak, but on is a reference to use when you know the references object will always exist while the owner reference is in use. And yeah, we can run it just to see what's going on here. Yeah, and it's so similar as you see. Weak, right? But remember that we have to be focused in our in this. Please try and replicate. As you see, you are not removing the values, right? It's not removed. We can also call like this no initialize because it had been deleted, like says, from memory. Just to clarify very quick. Yeah, person was delete. Yeah, was delete from memory. Was delete from memory. Yeah, like this. That this is the best description of it. So if we say please, no matter what, no matter how, or no matter if any other is using, when you remove it, and you says no matter if another is using it, remove it, like give priority, and remove it. That's why so many people like to use weak, because it's the simplest way to remove from memory, right? But um but that's the main point here. And yeah, that was the point I was trying to explain you. There is another more usage of it. And yeah, and track this and see how it's work, and I'm